Hi, it's Antonio. Welcome to My Humble's Opinion. Today's movie is The Front Room. Directed by Max and Sam Eggers, starring Brandon, Norwood, Andrew Burnap, and Kathryn Hunter. It tells the story of a newly pregnant couple who are forced to take in an ailing estranged stepmother after her husband has passed away. Now, right off the top, I'm going to give you my opinion of the movie in 4 different subjects, different ways to kind of view a movie, starting with the story itself. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the story a 3. The plot's paper thin. When you go down to the actors, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the actors in a whole as a 7. Then we're going to look at the cinematography. I'm going to give it on a scale of 1 to 10 a 6. It's basic, nothing too crazy, nothing that stands out from any other movie that you've seen in horror before. And then we go down to the sound effects, the music. I'm going to get it on a scale of 1 to 10 a 5. Nothing that I will leave the movie actually remembering. Now, some of the positives of the movie, right off the back, I would say that it's grounded in a relatable subject matter to a lot of people. And whenever you have horror that's grounded, it could actually be more effective if done well. This movie, I will say, does put you in a situation that's very grounded that a lot of people can relate to. So for those people, not myself, that actually might work for this movie. There are some funny parts. Brandy was very solid. She gave a great performance. She's actually, well, I want to say great. She gave a very good performance. I wanna say she's definitely one half of the reason that you would actually give this movie any chance of watching. And I want to say the standout was Kathryn Hunter. She definitely stole every scene she was in, and she carried the movie along the whole way. Every scene she was in, you definitely was watching with a lot of intentions. I definitely was watching, looking for something to stand out in the movie to keep my focus and attention, and her part's done the job. So, you know, Kathryn Hunter, she definitely was the overall champion of this movie when it comes to acting, to me, in my humble opinion. Now, some of the negatives is there was really nothing scary about this movie. I went into this movie, I saw it was Brandy. I was like, okay, we haven't seen Brandy in a while. I was always a supporter of her when I was growing up. Actually had a little bit of a crush on her. So I definitely wanted to come watching this movie, and then it's a horror movie. So I'm like, okay, let me go check it out. Go check out the movie. I'm halfway in the movie, and all I'm doing is laughing. That is not a good sign for a horror movie. So definitely that's one of the negative parts. I was really doing a lot of laughing, and it wasn't just me. This is just my humble opinion. I was laughing, but literally half the audience was laughing most of the movie. There's a lot of gross parts. Again, if they was making these gross parts to scare us, it did not do that. It was funny, and it was nasty, and it was a couple times I had to turn away and look and just turn my whole face away from the screen. It's really that nasty. It's a pretty straightforward plot. The plot's very paper thin. And if they thought they was leaving us on a cliffhanger, I would definitely say that's not the case. On a good cliffhanger, I would say that was not the case. This movie did not, it left us on a cliffhanger, but it was definitely not good. Nothing that made you want to stick around for part 2 at all. So that I would say that's some of the negatives. And then certain plot points didn't go anywhere. I mean, the main plot point was the mom coming to the couple's house and her seemingly wanted to take over everything and win the show of her own, but yet that plot, seemed to have been dropped midway through the movie in order to kind of focus more on scarier themes and gross activity. And so it really didn't turn into a struggle of power over who controls things, which that's what the movie kind of was leading you into. And that's not all that, and that's just one of many plots that kind of got dropped off midway through the movie. The husband in the movie is only really 3 main characters. The husband, Mr. Andrew Burnap, then there's Brandy's character, and then there's Kathryn Hunter's character. He was not relatable at all. His acting seemed off. Him and Brandy, him as Brandy's husband didn't make any type of sense. They didn't seem like they had any chemistry whatsoever on screen. So that to me was very jarring to watch. When I'm watching a movie, I don't see any chemistry between the husband and the wife, and it's supposed to be a lot of chemistry because there's nothing wrong with their relationship. They're perfectly fine, but there's no sexual energy at all. Wasn't feeling it. And then the plot, like I said from the beginning, is paper thin. It's a very straightforward story. Come to find out, this movie was made off of a short story. So it kind of goes to say this a paper plot theory story. Again, it's about a mom coming to live with her in-laws. Coming to live with her in-laws, and I mean, it's really nothing else to it. It's supposed to be a horror movie, so I'm thinking it's going to be some type of superstitious stuff going on, simply because it's religion based. But it's really just a mom kind of like trying to take control a little bit with her religion, and making things a little bit weird for the main characters. Overall, on a scale 1 to 10, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna give this movie a 4. I don't think it's worth you spending your money on it unless you're just extremely bored and you think my opinion isn't worth a damn. But I would say wait for it to come on streaming, and even then, you probably feel like you wasted 2 hours or hour and a half of your life. But that's just my humble opinion. Again, this was the movie I'm reviewing, and that movie is The Front Room. If you like the way I'm giving it up, continue to come back and watch my channel. And if you do have a difference in opinion, please comment in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. More importantly, subscribe to the channel. I will be giving more views, but this one was my humble opinion on The Front Room. Have a great day.